It's Barnett clutch time, or pressure plate time. The gasket working on 09 Venture. Clutch was slipping, 4th, 5th, and 6th under heavy load. Took the cover off here. Got 2 long extra bolts right there. Those are the 2 long ones. Other ones are the same. So take those off. If you don't want to take your exhaust pipe off, you're going to have to get... I got that little guy cut down there so I could get this bolt and this other one. Or if you have a... if you got some of those there, but I am missing the 5mm, so that didn't help me out much. So I'm gonna take these 10mm out here, take this pressure plate off, and install that new one there. Torque them down to, I think it's 5.6 foot-pounds or 70 inch-pounds, and hopefully this slippage will go away. I did get the clutch steel friction plates and the clutch plates, but I'm not going to put them on. I'm just going to put the pressure plate on and see how it does. See if it solves my issue. So that's the pressure plate there, the spring that doesn't have enough pressure usually on these bikes, so that's why they make this aftermarket one. I'm inspecting this first plate here. I had a little bit of slippage, but it looks like it's pretty good still. I mean, there's beef on it, so look at all that come on. Make it easy. A little holder. Make a little holder for you. So there's a gap here, so if I do it one this way, it's sitting up against it, so there's obviously a notch in here that needs to be set the proper way. Gap, come this way one rotation. Now it's sitting up against there. So that's where we want to have it. We wrap them good. We'll take a little ride after this. I rode down to Daytona last week. Left on a Friday. I'm in Northeast Georgia. Left on a Friday. Drove down there. It's about 9 hours. And I went to pass some cars just in 5th gear. And it started slipping. So I had to take it easy the whole rest of the trip. And that was in 5th gear. And on the way back, when I went to pass some cars, just rolling on the throttle, it started slipping in 5th, and then it started slipping in 4th and 3rd. So I got 60,000 miles on the bike. It slipped one time when I bought the bike at about 27,000, and I changed the oil and switched to Rotella T4, and ever since that it's never switched, not slipped. And I drive it pretty hard. I mean, it's been 30,000 miles and it's never slipped until just this last weekend. So it tells me this little guy finally got wore out and just couldn't keep the pressure on it no more. So we're going to put this on here, the pressure plate, and then we're going to drive it hard, and we're going to see if this pressure plate does the trick or if it still slips. If it still slips, then I'll be doing the friction plates and steel plates, which I have here. But I'm kind of doing an experiment. I want to see if it's just this. Plus, I want to take a ride here a little bit, and if I get into the pressure plates and stuff, it's going to take a little longer. So I'm being impatient. So we're going to follow the instructions on this and torque it down properly with inch pounds. Time for torque wrench. All right, we got 5 to 6 foot-pounds, 60 to 70 inch-pounds. So I got it set at 70. I'm gonna go down to 60 just in case this torque wrench is a little heavy. That's it. It's not much. Doing a star pattern, just like a tire. Go back over them. I'm at 60. I'll go up to 60. I'll go up to 66. See if I can get a little more on it, just a little bit. It moved a little bit. It. Wipe this down here. Make sure there's no dirt and stuff in there. I got a new gasket, but this gasket didn't rip, and I'm gonna just reuse it. And then if I go and do the clutch kit, or if I do the spring or the plates and the steel down the line, I'll have this gasket here. Long ones go right here. They're across from each other. Bought these Craftsman here when I was young. About 20 years old, I bought a set, the metric and the standards, and had them ever since. They're kind of neat. It's 70 degrees outside today. Finally got some decent weather. Been cold down here. Guess everybody watching from the north is probably like, whoa man, we're freezing up here. Well, I know, because I'm from Michigan, so I know all about it. Worked outside my whole life doing roofs. Finally moved down here to the mountains of northeast Georgia, where we got the best motorcycle roads in the world, pretty much. Pretty close, I would say so. Talk to a lot of people, and they all tell me the same thing, that they're riding down here in the southeast in the Smokies. Nothing beats it. This bottom here has got a funny angle to it. These weren't really tight. They were probably, I'd say, about the same 5 to 6 foot-pounds. When I loosened them up, they weren't tight at all. So, you know, you don't want to strip one of these out in the case. It'd be a bad day. My little cut one. I cut it for something else years ago, and it's coming in handy here. That's it. We should be in business. Finish the job up. Nice little clean job here. Polish it up. I got the bike leaned over and I got the kickstand in a little hole over here, so it's sitting more like this, so I didn't even have to drain the oil. I just changed it before I took that trip last weekend, so like I said, I'm running Rotella T4 1540 diesel engine, and and it's been good. It's got the Jasso ingredient in there, the specification for wet clutches, so that's why I run it. And it's only $18 for a gallon instead of buying motorcycle oil. So the filter, I run the Can-N filter. It's like $17 for like 38 bucks. You can do an oil change. Beats a Harley.